So the next muscle group we're going to be looking at is the Quadratus Lumborum, and let's review its origins and insertions. So we know it comes off the 12th rib here and it runs all the way down the lumbar area into the iliac crest as well as the iliolumbar ligaments. A very important muscle for the low back. We know it does unilateral sort of hip hiking on that side, as well as when they bilaterally contract it helps do back extension. So for this muscle test we'll have the patient lie on their side facing me this way. And what you want to do to fully shorten that muscle is she's going to hip hike on this side as high up as she can. Good, hold there, and I'm going to apply a force, sort of this crisscross direction, and try and spread it apart as well as move her hip down the table. So up in the shortest position, hold there nice and strong, and then slowly come out. In order to palpate this muscle, we know it lies deep to the erector spinae, so we'll find the spinous process, we'll slide off laterally from the erectors, and then we kind of dive in deep. And we know from our cadaver lab dissection that this muscle lies directly on top of the kidneys and right below the erectors, but we can see on this patient here, those erectors are at least this thick. We know the Quadratus Lumborum lying deep to it is probably going to be only a fraction of that. So when people think they're pushing through this area and getting to QL, yeah, maybe a bit of the residual tension is getting that deep, but this is still primarily all erector here until you come right off the edge and then do sort of a lateral to medial push in and catch the lateral fibers of this muscle. Very, very important muscle for core stabilization and back health. Can't be stressed enough that this is often overlooked and does need to be considered if anyone's having any pain or dysfunction in the lumbopelvic or lumbosacral region. For another variation on the Quadratus Lumborum muscle test, what we can do is have the patient in a prone position here, and she can again do that hip hike on this side here where she brings it right up, and then you make sure they hold the table with both arms up top here, because you're going to do a bit of a long axis distraction trying to pull that hip down. Do a nice gentle broad contact. Make sure you're not just trying to pull with your upper body, but once you have it locked in, just do a nice lean back with your body weight and see if you can get the muscle to hold in that position, and then slowly come out of it again. And she's got pretty good strength there because that hip stayed nice and high through the duration of the test.